What's up guys, my name is Naam. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about unemployment extension for the state of California. If you don't live in the state of California, don't click off just yet because this will pertain to you as well. So there's a program out there that's extending unemployment for the state of California, but this is not only pertaining to California. They are just one of the first ones to implement this, so there are many states that have similar programs, if not the same one. So if you live in any other state besides California, whatever I'm about to explain in this video, if your state does decide to implement this, it will be something very similar. So in this video, I'll go over the federal state extended duration unemployment benefit program, its eligibility, how to get it, and how much you can get paid. But just as a reminder, the information that I will be sharing here, all of it will be in the description, and it's gonna mostly pertain to California because they already have something that's written out that I can refer to. All right, so let's get right into it. So just recently, California approved up to 20 additional weeks of unemployment insurance benefits for individuals who have been unemployed for a longer time. The main reason they started this is due to the impact of COVID-19. So the name of this program is the Federal State Extended Duration Benefits Program, also known as FedEd. For me, honestly, I had never heard of this program because this program only comes up when there are periods of high and prolonged unemployment. So typically, this program provides up to 13 additional weeks of benefits, which is funded 50% from the state's unemployment trust fund. That includes employer payroll taxes and other employee wages, and the other 50% is funded from federal funds. So recently, the governor of California, Galvin Newsom, he signed onto this program due to the fact that the state now meets the federal trigger standards to maximize support for the unemployed from the federal government. So since the PEUC, which is the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program, is in place, which is a program that was signed into the CARES Act, it extended the unemployment benefits an additional 13 weeks. But with the FedEd program, California will only extend an extra 7 weeks to make it a total of 20 weeks of unemployment extension. So they kind of just piggyback off the program that was just signed back in March. So for any individual who is receiving regular state unemployment benefits, they can receive up to a maximum of 26 weeks of regular benefits and an additional 13 weeks, which is under the PEUC program, which brings the total to 39 weeks. So on top of that now, under the FedEd program, an additional 7 weeks will bring the grand total to 46 total weeks of unemployment. The FedEd program also applies to individuals who are on PUA, which is a Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. This program is targeted towards self-employed individuals, so their maximum benefit length can be up to 46 total weeks as well. Now let's talk about the eligibility and how you can get an extra 7 weeks if you already exhausted all of your benefits that's available to you. So in the state of California, you have to have a regular unemployment insurance claim that started on or after May 19th of 2019. You must use all of your benefits, which includes regular state unemployment benefits, and also exhausting all of your Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation extension, or your claim is totally expired. You also cannot qualify for a new claim in California or any other state. And you also have to meet all of your unemployment insurance eligibility requirements, and you also must not be disqualified. So to name a few, this includes being totally or partially unemployed, physically able to work, available for work, and ready and willing to accept work immediately. In addition to everything that I've told you so far, you also have to make enough earnings in a base period of your regular unemployment claim. So there are two ways to easily calculate this. One way is to multiply 40 to your weekly benefit. The second way is multiplying 1.5 times your earnings in the highest quarter of your base period of your regular UI claim. Base periods can be kind of confusing, so I'm going to show you a little graphic here so you can get a mental visual of how to calculate this and how it all works. So let's just say, for instance, that you first applied for unemployment in April of 2020. How EDD calculates your benefits is that they look at your earnings dating back from January 2019 all the way to December of 2019. So to avoid confusion, this is just a standard base period method. There's also an iterative base period method, which is very similar, but it just kind of references 12 months prior from when you applied. All right, so back to the earning requirements. So let me give you an example. If your weekly benefit amount is $450, which is the state maximum here in California, you have to have made at least $18,000 in those 12 months of your base period. Or you have to have 1.5 times your earnings of the highest quarter in your base period. So let's just say that your first quarter is January, February, and March, and you made $10,000. So 1.5 times that will equal $15,000. So as long as your total base earnings is more than any of these examples, then you're good to go. Just a reminder that these are just loose examples. Depending on how much you earn on your weekly benefits, this would differ from person to person. All right, so now you know what are the eligibility requirements for FedEd. Now let's talk about how you can actually get it. So according to the California EDD website, they say that they are identifying those who collected all of their PEUC benefits. If they do determine you eligible, they will automatically file your FedEd extension after you collected all of your PEUC benefits or whenever the PEUC program ends, which is December 31st of 2020. But this also brings up another question that you may ask. So let's just say that you've been collecting unemployment this whole time and you're watching this video in the future. Let's just say that you started to collect the PEUC 5 weeks into the program. It ends because December 31st deadline is up. this is when FedEd will kick in. You will get an additional 15 weeks of extended benefits. The reason being is that because the FedEd program is in place, you can receive up to an extra of 20 weeks. So since you didn't collect all of your PEUC because the program expired, you can continue to get unemployment benefits extended till next year. California EDD also reported that once you exhausted your PEUC or when it ends, the California EDD will file your extension on your behalf. Then they will mail you a notice within 5 to 7 days and give you the details of your reward status. So this moves me on to my next point. What happens if you do not become eligible? California EDD reports if they review your case and you're not eligible for FedEd, they'll also send you a notice and tell you why you're not eligible and how you can appeal it. They also said that they will open up a pandemic unemployment assistance claim for you or reopen up a claim if you already have a PUA claim in the past. If you meet all of the eligibility requirements for PUA, then you can start collecting that until that program expires, which is December 31st. All right, so now let's talk about how much you can get paid while you're on FedEd. So whenever you become eligible and you get approved, your weekly benefit will stay the same, but the maximum benefit that you can receive, that's the one that changes. So to figure out how much your maximum benefit that you can receive will be the lesser of two things. One, either 50% of your maximum benefit amount of your UI claim, or two, 13 times your weekly benefit amount. So let me give you an example of what they displayed on the EDD website. So let's just say that your weekly benefit amount is $400 and the maximum amount that you can collect, which is your balance claim, is $8,800. So for the first calculation, 50% of $8,800 is $4,400. So for the second calculation, 13 times your weekly benefit will equal to $5,200. So the lesser of the two will be half of your maximum benefit amount, meaning that in this situation, it will be $4,400. If your weekly benefit amount is $400, technically you can receive an additional 11 weeks of unemployment benefits while you're under this program. The California EDD website also said that if you exhausted all of your benefits, including the PEUC program, and if you started to collect under the FedEd program anywhere between May 10th and May 25th of 2020, you can also receive an additional $600 a week. To receive the payout from the FedEd program will be exactly the same as you were collecting regular unemployment benefits. All you gotta do is just certify your benefits on a weekly basis. So just as a reminder, I have the links to the FedEd program in the description below. I also have a list of states that have supplemental extensions on unemployment benefits, so if you guys want, feel free to check them out. If you guys have any questions about this program, just let me know in the comments. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you give this video a like because that really helps support the channel. And if you want to hang out with me some more, check out my videos over here.